It is important that President Biden's nominee understand the intersection of race, gender, and the law, and the ways in which race and gender have been woven into constitutional and civil rights law. And I'm hoping that the person will have civil rights experience and bring that to the table because the Supreme Court needs it. Well, I do think that the Republicans are going to push back because President Biden said early on that he was going to appoint a Black woman. And we're already seeing it in the news where people are, and on Twitter and social media, people are saying, why a Black woman? Isn't that racist? What is racist is that for 233 years, a Black woman has not been on the Supreme Court, and that it is long overdue. So having a Black woman on the Supreme Court is exciting, the idea of it, because finally we will not only have someone who will bring the experience of being Black in America, but someone who has lived at the intersections of race and gender. And hopefully will be a person who understands how race and gender have played in the law. And I'm looking forward to hearing the questions of a Black woman who sits on the Supreme Court in cases like abortion cases, reproductive rights, and especially the issues that are before the Supreme Court right now are very important to Black women. As a Black woman who went to law school, I'm a Columbia Law School graduate. And went to University of Pennsylvania, another Ivy League undergrad. We are used to people questioning whether or not we should be there. And while we're used to that question, we also know that we belong and that we worked hard. And in fact, that we probably had to work 5 times harder than every white person that is in the room. And so I don't think that anyone who gets appointed to and sits on the Supreme Court as a Black woman is going to worry about whether or not people think that she is not qualified. I think that she's going to know that she's worked her butt off and that she's reached the highest levels. I will say this, that I think that this is also a moment of reckoning for this whole, for the legal field and legal profession, and for how or who we appoint to the federal judiciary. Because the qualifications that we have in the past used have been a metric that really has been based on a career pathway that has been reserved for white men traditionally and some white women. And so there are very few people of color and Black people who have that pathway, because there's a lot of discrimination that happens along the way. And so this is an opportunity, and I think that's the point that that Congressman Clyburn is making about Judge Childs, who went to University of South Carolina Law School, and that she is qualified to sit on the Supreme Court. And so this is an opportunity for the legal profession to have more discussions about the term qualified.